Hello and welcome to day one for your 5-day challenge for strengthening and stretching for that low back. So whether you have back issues or you don't have back issues, this program is great for you for that prevention and also rehabilitation. So today we're going to do 10 minutes stretching and 10 minutes of strengthening, but starting with the strengthening portion first. I'm Melissa with the Full Lotus, and thank you for joining me. Let's go ahead and dive in. And if you have any props with you, such as a yoga strap or blocks, and you'd like to incorporate that through your workout and stretching, go for it. If you don't have a strap, you can always use like a long towel. If you don't have a yoga block and you want to use something like that, if you have like a big book, sometimes I can improvise as well. But let's go ahead and get started. First, let's just ground. Let's take a minute to ground and tune into our breath. So get in a comfortable position. Roll those shoulders back. Go ahead and close your eyes. Take a deep breath in through the nose. And then exhale out through the mouth. A big cleansing breath. A big. Go ahead and do that again. Inhale through the nose. And letting go completely, exhale out. And just taking a moment to go a little bit slower with your breath, inhaling and exhaling through the nose. Again, just centering and grounding here. Think of something positive if you need to, or just focus on your breathing. When you're ready, open up your eyes and let's go ahead and come into tabletop position. Again, we're going to start with that strengthening portion, but what I'd like to do is just do a few rounds of cat and cow to get started. Normally for cat and cow, your feet are untucked, but let's go ahead and stretch out those feet and open up through those hands. Hands should be shoulder width apart, hand and feet hip distance. So take a deep breath in as you bring the head forward and the hips back for cow. Exhale, round into your spine, coming into your cat. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. 2 more rounds. Inhale for cow. Exhale, cat. Inhale, cow. And then exhale, round cat. This is a great setup to get started for that core work. Let's start with those bird dogs. Extend your right leg back and then lift that leg up. If you're able or you want to, if you want to add on, take the left arm up. Make sure you're looking down at the floor. Should be nice and tight through the core and the glutes. Hold. And then go ahead and release. Start again on the other side. Lift the leg. Add the arm if you'd like. Again, look down at the floor. You want to keep the neck in alignment with the spine. Hold. And then go ahead and release. And we're going to start again on the other side. Here we go. Leg, then add that arm. Hold. Breathe through it. Inhale, exhale. Always be with your breath. That mind-body connection. Go ahead and switch again. We'll do about 3 or 4 of these and hold. Inhale, exhale. Again, keeping the core engaged and the glutes. And switch. Hold. Deep breaths. Inhale, exhale. Go ahead and release. Start again on the other side. Hold. It's really great. This is a good one that you can do every single day. Really helps into those spinal erectors, the small of the back. We're going to do 1 more on each side. Go for it. Lift the leg. And if you want, add that opposite arm. Continue to look down at the floor. Always keep the neck and the back nice and straight. And then switch. 1 last one. Extend that leg up. Add the opposite arm, hold. And then go ahead and release. Come into a child's pose for a moment. Inhale, exhale, stretch that out. All right, then we're gonna come back into our tabletop position. You can also, if you would like, come down onto the forearms. I always like to do a little bit more from the forearms, saves the wrist, but you're welcome to stay on the wrist and the hands as well. We're gonna work into the glutes. Glutes is very important to keep that low back strong. So you're gonna take that right leg up, bend the knee, flex the foot. Here we go. Lift and then lower. Exhale as you press that leg up. Think it was a little donkey kick here. Let's go for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. And now you're gonna bring that knee around towards the elbow and then lift up. So if you're doing this in tabletop, you're gonna kick straight up and then knee towards the elbow, right? Or if you're doing this on the hands, I should say, up and then knee to elbow, or if you're on the forearms, same thing, knee to elbow, lift, squeeze, working into that hip and that glute. It's very important to keep those glutes strong. Lift, other side, aiming for 10. I think we have 2 more. I might have miscounted. I can always be guilty of that. Up and then down. Let's go to the other side. Let's start with that other leg up first. We're just gonna kick straight up and down, getting into that glute. Lift, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. And then you're gonna do the same thing, whether you're on the forearms or the hands, knee to the side, and then lift straight up. Knee to the side, lift straight up, knee to the side, straight up, good. Knee to the side, lift. Do you feel your glutes? Woo! We got this. 4 more. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice. Come into a child's pose for a moment. Hold that. And then go ahead and round yourself up. Go ahead onto your back. All right. So roll into a pelvic tilt, hands behind the head, coming in to that crunch. You're gonna look up to the ceiling, support the head and the neck. Exhale as you come up. Let's go for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, lower down, and now bring the legs up in that tabletop. Squeeze the belly button towards the spine. You're gonna lower the legs towards the floor. The feet do not have to touch, only if you want to. Your hips should not be rocking at all. Exhale as the legs go down. So you're squeezing those glutes. That low back is either flat or neutral spine. 5 more for 5. You got this. 4. You should be feeling your lower abdominals here. Again, make sure your hips are not rocking. We've got 2, and then 1 more on each side. Back to those crunches, both feet down. Lift it up for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Hold it at the top. Kick those legs out, whether you're here. If you want it more advanced, maybe you're here doing a little reverse plank. Maybe you're here holding it. It's up to you. Hold 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Bring the knees in and rock it out. Nice job. Go ahead and stand up. So you can either roll to one side to pick yourself up or roll up, and then go ahead and stand up. Best way is pick one or bring one leg forward and to lift up. I'm a huge advocate of pelvic stability. So if you need a wall or a stable chair to hold on to, go for it. Lifting up nice and tall, keep the belly tight, the glutes tight. You're gonna take that left leg, you're gonna lift and lower. Exhale. So getting on the quad, but also working balance and pelvic stability. Lift and lift. 5 more. Up for 5, 4, 3, 2, and then bring it out to the side. Lift. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. I always call this standing Pilates because we're doing a little bit of side series, working into the hips. Very important as I lose my balance there, but important to really work that pelvic stability. Let's go for 3 more here. 3, 2, and 1. Bring that leg to the back. I'm just going to change so you can see what I'm doing. You're going to lift. 10, 9, getting into that hamstring. 8, keep the leg straight. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and come into a little chair pose, I call it. As you all know, I teach yoga and Pilates, or you can call this like a little squat here and hold. All right, reach it up, inhale. Same thing on the other side. Belly nice and tight, glutes tight. Here we go. Lift, lift, exhale. You got it. Lift. How you doing? 5 more, up. 5, 4, 3, and 2. We're gonna go to the side now. Make sure your foot is facing forward. Sometimes even my foot likes to wander a little bit. So if you don't think about it, that foot can go out to the side. You're working the wrong muscles then. So you really wanna work into the gluteus medius. As I'm not focusing, I'm falling over. I think that was 10, I wasn't counting. All right, now we're gonna circle it. Circle 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, and 2, and 1. And then you're gonna go straight to the back here. Lift for 10, 9, 8, keep the chest up. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Back to that chair pose. Hold it here, hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, release. Come up for a little stretch here. Good, and then let's bring it down to the floor again. It's really important that we work into the chest. A lot of times we're overstretched in the back and then we're really tight through the chest. So I also like to work muscles for the posture. So that means chest. So I'm going to show you an easy way to do push-ups. You can do this also standing up against the wall. You can do tabletop, down and up. You're going to go for 10. If you want to do it into your modified plank, here you go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. Come into your forearm plank and hold this, belly tight, glutes tight, squeeze, breathe through this, hold 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and round 2. We're wrapping up here. Here we go. Again, here's that tabletop position. 10, 9, 8, here's your modified plank push-up. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, hold your plank. You can even hold your plank right here if you want, down onto the knees. You can do the same thing on the forearms or legs straight. Hold 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and release. Let's come into a nice child's pose. We are going to transition into stretching. Nice job with all of that. Inhale, exhale. I think that was a good workout for day 1. We are going to keep progressing as the week goes on. And if you have a balance, like a foam balance pad, great. We're going to incorporate that as well. If not, no worries. One more breath in your child's pose. Go ahead and roll yourself up. We're going to be in our hero's pose here. Take your hands behind you. Interlace those fingers, open through the chest. If this isn't accessible for you, you're welcome to extend the legs out. However you want your legs to be comfortable. We're just really opening through the chest here. Inhale, exhale. Take the time to breathe. Ground, center, and stretch. One more breath. Awesome. All right, you're going to take your right leg forward. You're going to come into lunge, and you're going to really open up through that hip. What's really important is you're going to come into that pelvic tilt, and then really bring the body weight forward. Make sure this knee stays in alignment with that ankle and that heel. You should already be feeling your opposite quadricep and your hip. Hold that. If this isn't accessible for you, you can stand up and do the same thing. Pelvic tilt, straight back, right? You should already be feeling that hip. So you can stand up and do that same stretch. You can even do that in a chair. I've showed a lot of different ways on my Instagram account, so check that out. On the full lotus, showed different ways you can do a lunge and a cobra from the chair. And then we're gonna bring it back, heel down, toe up, stretching into that hamstring. Inhale, exhale. Deep breaths here. Inhale, exhale. And then let's take it back and forth for a moment. Rising up, you can curl the back toes under, get a little bit more stability, opening up through the chest, reaching up, and then bring yourself back into that stretch with that hamstring. Inhale, exhale. And then go ahead and rise up again, reaching up, opening up through the chest, hold it. It's important we stretch through the chest, just the same way we need to strengthen. All right, what you do to one side of the body, we gotta stretch and strengthen to the other side. All right, go ahead and switch legs, other side. Set up whether you're standing or you're on the floor. Pelvic tilt, bring yourself forward. You can always incorporate a chair if this is too much on the knees. Sit either on the floor or standing up. Hold. 2 more deep breaths here. So focus on your breathing while we're just in these stretches. Even if you feel like you want to close your eyes, go for it. All right, take those arms all the way up. Bend through the elbows again. And then bring it back into that stretch for that hamstring. Heel down, toe up, and hold. Breathe. One more breath. And then go ahead and rise up again. Open through the chest, looking up, gazing up this time, right? And holding. Remember, I'm still in that pelvic tilt. So, right, I put my hips forward and I'm still opening up, pelvic tilt, and still feeling the stretch in through that hip, right? And then I'm going to take the arms up, open, gazing up, and then bring it down. Heel down, and then toe up, hold. And then go ahead and release. All right, go ahead and bring those legs in front of you. Drop your knees to one side. Take your top leg, swipe it back. Both feet should be flexed, your front foot and your back foot. Lengthen as tall as you can. Whatever leg is in front, that's the side you are going to twist towards. So I'm going to twist towards my left. I'm going to walk it down. You're welcome to use a block here if you want. And just rest the forehead. You should be feeling this in the quadratus lumborum, spinal erectors, a little bit in that hip, gluteus medius is where you should be feeling that. The more you twist towards the back, the more you're going to feel that. All right, you can even, if you want, instead of twisting a bit more towards the back, you can lengthen here too. So different ways to go about this stretch. Again, you should be feeling this in the low back, a little bit in that hip or that glute. Breathe. And then go ahead and walk yourself up. Now you can stay in this position. You're gonna lean forward for your pigeon. I'm gonna turn so you can see what I'm doing. So my leg is still in the back. Now I'm gonna lean forward where I was in the twist the last time. I just changed position so you can see what I'm doing. If you wanna extend your back leg all the way for your full pigeon, you are welcome to do that. If either of those aren't accessible for you, you can always come into supine pigeon where you bring your foot onto that knee and then place that hand on that leg that is up and just hold. And that opens up the same muscle group. So either way, deep breaths, inhale, exhale, hold. 3 deep breaths. then go ahead and walk yourself up. Bring that back leg in. If you need to, do a little windshield wiper, and then do the same thing on the other side. I'm going to drop my knees to the other side. Top leg goes back. I'm going to flex that foot, all right, and flex the foot on the front side. Make sure the leg is bent 90 degrees. If you need to fold the leg in a little bit though, that's absolutely fine. Do what works best for your body. That's very important. Take care of yourself. Lift up tall, twist, all right? Twist towards the knee, whatever leg is in front. Walk it down and hold here. 3 deep breaths. Inhale, exhale. And then go ahead and lift yourself up. Come into your pigeon. You're just going to lean yourself forward. As always, too, you can always come back to these stretches. If they're feeling really good, I got my block in my way, but if they're feeling really good, you can always come back to these stretches and really open up here. Deep breaths. Inhale, exhale. Since we have such a short time, we're not in them as long. But hopefully you've learned the way to come into these stretches and you can always come back to them. Inhale, exhale. We'll take 2 more deep breaths here. And then when you're ready, walk yourself up. And then come into your butterfly. So bring the soles of the feet together, lengthen through the spine, roll the shoulders back, inhale, exhale, forward bend here, let go. Now allow the shoulders to come forward and then also the head as well. Get a nice stretch through the neck. 3 deep breaths, inhale, exhale. One more breath. Slowly roll yourself up. Come into your Sukhasana, easy seat, hands onto the legs. And just for a moment, close your eyes again. Take a deep breath in. Exhale out. And say to yourself, I am strong, I am confident, I am kind, I am love. Bring your hands to heart center. Feel good for showing up and doing the practice. Bring your hands to your third eye with light and love. Thank you and namaste to you. Just remember we have 4 more days left and it's all about really strengthening through the pelvis, through the chest, and really working into the low back. So I look forward to seeing you on day 2. Thank you.